Hi guys, Natural Progressive. I'm back. First of all, I'd like to see that I went and visited my channel page, and I noticed that there were like 12 comments that were put in the spam filter. So I really apologize for that. I'm not as on top of that as I should be. I really don't like censorship. So whether I agreed with you or not, I went ahead and checked off your comments and just let them go out there. I appreciate discussions, so not into censorship at all. I want you to know that. Okay, so but the topic. I'm very tired. I've been suffering a lot in pain lately, so I'm sorry if I'm not totally with it. I'm trying to catch up on a couple of videos since it's the weekend and a long weekend at that. But I do have an interview tomorrow. My very first interview. Hopefully it works out well. It's with Josh Cameron. He is with our voice, my voice. I don't know. Anyway, he'll fill us in. He's an anti-war veteran, so that ought to be really interesting, and I'd really like to tie that into climate change and his feelings on that and how war contributes to that, how it's related. So we will be getting in that discussion later. For now, I want to discuss a program that they're trying to push through Utah. Actually, I haven't really been following it for the last few days. I've been super busy, been out of town this week and everything, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it, but I know they were trying to push another Cash for Clunkers program. The last one was national, but they're trying to push one here in Utah. And I want to talk about how I don't think that's necessarily good for the people, and I don't think it's good for the planet. And I'm going to express my reasoning for this. You may disagree, and I really appreciate any criticism of my arguments. I really like discussion. I can't get that out enough. I like discussion. So please comment if you have any dissenting views. So the Cash for Clunkers, the whole idea of it is to get people to turn in their old cars and give them a huge tax break when they buy an electric car, which it sounds really good. It does, until you think about all the details and how it affects the environment and how it affects the person's pocketbook, at the same time how it boosts up the auto industry. And I know I've mentioned this before in videos, but I know not everybody watches all my videos, so that's fine. But what I'm concerned about with this program is that people will go ahead and turn in their cars, and then what happens to their old car, whether it was in decent shape or still usable or not, they go ahead and crush them, melt them down to make new cars. So that uses a lot of fossil fuel to process that, to rebuild or melt down and then rebuild another car. It doesn't really help our environment when you consider the fossil fuels that it takes to rebuild another car and what it takes to melt down the old car and make usable parts out of it. It doesn't help the environment in the least. I do agree that electric cars are better as far as using fossil fuels, of course, but that's not the whole story. If that's where it ended, fine. But in a lot of ways, it is better to reuse vehicles as long as they're usable, and let them get you through. It's okay. It takes a lot of energy either way to build a new car and to destroy an old car and turn it into parts for the new car. So it's got you coming and going. And then also on top of that, yeah, they give you a nice tax break at the end of the year for turning in that old car, or they give you a certain amount off of the new car, or however they want to work it. You still have to pay full coverage insurance. So if you owned your car and it was an old car and it worked for you, yeah, you may have, $500 to $1,000 maintenance on it a year, but you didn't have a payment and you didn't have to pay for your full coverage insurance, and not insurance for a new car. The insurance for a new car is a lot more than insurance for an older car. I know that. We have 8 cars. I know that sounds terrible, but they're all old. Our oldest one is 39. Our newest one is a 2007. We don't drive all of them. Obviously, I have one that I use for work. My husband has one he uses for work. And the other ones, well, we have one we use for hay, and we don't go very far for hay. It's like up the block and back. But our older cars actually get better gas mileage. They're amazing on gas mileage, and I'm not paying insurance like a lot. I mean, I pay on my work car that I drive a lot. I pay maybe $40 a month for full coverage. That includes glass and all that stuff. So I get a new windshield if I need it. Whatever. It's reasonable. It is reasonable, and I'm not paying to have it melted down and making a new car. I'm not paying for the insurance premium for a new car. I'm not making payments, because most people can't afford just to buy an electric car outright. They'd have to make payments, which forces them to buy full coverage insurance and so on. So it's just costs a lot of money, and it costs a lot of resources. So I would encourage you all to push hard against this cash for clunkers that they're trying to push through Utah legislature right now. And even if it goes through, don't take advantage of it. It's actually not to your advantage. It's a boost to the automobile industry, and that's what it is. That's plain and simple. That's all it is. It's a boost to the automobile industry, which we have so many car lots in Utah. It's ridiculous. They're everywhere you look. So don't buy into it. I know I've said that before, but I'm just gonna say it again because that's how I am. But anyways, I think that's all I've got for tonight. I'm maybe back, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm trying to get as many videos as I can on the weekend because I'm pretty busy during the week. I just appreciate y'all, and I really appreciate your comments. I still have to catch up on all the comments that got caught in the spam filter, so don't feel bad if I haven't really read them and replied to them yet, because I'm catching up. I'm sorry they got caught in the spam filter. I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube, but they are putting my comments in the... That's just rude. Don't do that. I don't care if you hate me, love me, whatever. I want to hear your comments. So please like, comment, subscribe, share. That would be good. I know I'm nobody special. I'm just somebody who wants to rant a lot, I guess. But, we all need to connect, and that's the point. So y'all have a good night, and I will be back soon. Have a good one.